why parents cross oceans and borders for their precious children. Because it is a labor of love to migrate. It is an act of courage to migrate. Because we know in our hearts that our children deserve it all. Mi nombre es Diana Moreno. My name is Diana Moreno. I am the Assembly member representing Assembly District 36, Astoria, and Long Island City. I am a Queens mom, an immigrant from Ecuador, and a proud democratic socialist. And when folks ask me, what are your politics? How do you describe your politics? Well, I say that I'm a Miss Rachel socialist. Yeah. Because I know in my heart of hearts, in the depth of my bones, that all children are our children, that Palestinian children are our children, that immigrant children are our children. Yes. And I went to Albany. I was elected to fight for all children. And right now, I want to ask our governor, are you ready to divest from the cruelty, the trauma, the terrorizing of our children?
¿Estás lista para defender a todos nuestros niños o eres cómplice de los ataques que están pasando en Nueva York?
That is the question. Will you pass a set of common sense laws that will protect
¿Pasarás una ley que proteja a los inmigrantes en Nueva York para mantener las familias seguras, para normalizar,
family separation, and trauma that will last for generations that is happening under your watch? That is the question. That is the question. It is a really basic question. And I know Governor Hochul is a mother.
Sabemos que la gobernadora es una madre. Esperemos que en su corazón encuentre qué es lo que para detener a tus hijos contigo. Y si te preocupa lo que pasa con tu familia. Todos los días vivimos con pesadillas.
The sweet mother who was just reunited with Dylan Contreras. Welcome home, Dylan. Welcome home. The high school student who just spent 10 months in detention. Absolute shame.
Está hablando de la madre que fue detenida en el centro de detención por 10 meses y que ya regresó a casa.
The pain that family went through. And I asked Governor Hochul, when will enough be enough? You were at the press
Gobernadora
conference
Hochul, ¿cuándo va a ser
that welcomed
suficiente?
Dylan home, and I want you to be at the press conference where we are
queremos que estés aquí en nuestra conferencia de prensa,
gobernadora and the passage of dignity, not detention, and the passage
que pases
of New York
dignidad,
no más
detenciones.
because that is what New York's families deserve. Let's keep families together. Let's fight for our immigrant communities. We are here to fight and we are here to win. Muchísimas gracias.
Vamos a pelear para tener a nuestras familias unidas y aquí estamos para hacerlo, todos unidos.
All right. Next up, we have Samantha Catan, tenant organizer and New York City DSA endorsed candidate.
Sorry. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Samantha Catan. I am running for Assembly in District 37 in Queens. Woo! This is a district that's over 40% foreign born. I am also a daughter of immigrants, so the first thing I want to say is fuck ICE. That is an agency that we can and must abolish at the federal level, but that is not why we're here today. We are here today because we've heard that Governor Hochul and Assembly and Senate leadership will be negotiating some kind of package of immigration bills this coming week. So we are here today to say that they need to pass exactly what immigrants and advocates have been asking for during this moment of crisis. The full passage of New York for All and not detention. My question for state leadership is, if not now, when will we step into the full power that we have at the state level to protect our immigrant communities from ICE? How bad does it have to get? Across the country, over 30 people were killed in ICE custody last year. So far this year, at least 12 people have been killed in ICE custody. In Buffalo last month, elderly refugee Nurul Shah Alam was released from jail, turned over to Border Patrol instead of reunited with his family, left in a Tim Hortons parking lot on a freezing night, and his family was not notified. He later died alone on a sidewalk. That is right. Shah Alam's death was preventable. He should still be alive today. He should be with his family. He should not have had an extended jail stay in the first place. Right. His family was afraid that he would be deported upon release. These are the kinds of trade-offs and decisions that are horrifying that immigrant families have to make every day. This is why we need to pass New York for All, which would prohibit all formal and informal collaboration between local law enforcement and ICE, and dignity not detention, which would keep New Yorkers from profiting off the business of immigrant detention. This is New York. We have a Democrat governor and Democrat.
Es en Nueva York y tenemos una gobernadora demócrata.
This is not the place or the time to be carving out and weakening the immigrant protections that we have been fighting for in this moment of crisis. We have to keep the pressure up. We have to make sure that our elected officials know that we will not tolerate any backing down from what we've been fighting for. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Woo! Next, we have Sonia Perez from Make the Road.
¡Vamos, Sonia! Tenemos que no hay necesidad de traducir, va a hablar en español y después en inglés.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Mi nombre es Sonia Pérez. Estoy orgullosa de estar aquí representando a New York, Manhattan, New York, perdón. Soy madre soltera de 4 hijos y tengo 2 nietos también. Muy orgullosa, pero como trabajadora inmigrante de esta ciudad, estoy llena de temor y de miedo por lo que está pasando todos los días. Cuando salgo a trabajar como vendedora ambulante, mi mayor miedo es a ser arrestada por ICE, deportada igual. Cuando llevo a mis nietos a la escuela, me surge el temor de ser separada de mi familia por este cruel sistema. Quiero pedirle a la gobernadora Kathy Hochul, al Senado de Nueva York y la Cámara Baja de Nueva York, es el momento ya que dé la protección de la clase trabajadora por la cual hemos luchado por más de 2 años. Este es el momento de pasar la ley de New York for All, sin importar religión, raza o orientación sexual. Creo firmemente el poder de nuestras comunidades y que vamos a lograr los cambios sociales que merecemos y necesitamos en esta ciudad. Reitero que pase la ley de New York for All con respeto y dignidad. Y necesitamos estas mismas protecciones en Long Island, Westchester y Buffalo. ¿Qué queremos?
New York for all.
¿Y cuándo?
Ahora.
¿Y cuándo?
Ahora.
Gracias.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Perla Silva. I just want to quickly translate this beautiful message that Sonia Perez wrote herself. I'm so proud of her. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sonia. I am a proud member here representing Make the Road New York. I am a single mother of 4 children and have 2 grandchildren. Something that also fills me with pride and joy. But as an immigrant laborer in the beautiful city, I am filled with dread and fear over what is happening every day. When I go to work as a street vendor, my greatest fear is that being arrested by ICE and deported. Where am I? Deported. Likewise, when I take my grandchildren to school, that fear grips my heart. The fear of being separated from my family by this cruel system. I now want to make a plea that Governor Kathy Hochul, the New York Senate, and the Assembly, that the time is now. Grant us, the working class, the protection that we have been fighting for over 2 years. It is time to pass New York for all into law, regardless of religion, race, sexual orientation. I firmly believe in the power of our community. I know that we will achieve the social change we deserve and need in this city. And she states, and we need the same protection in Long Island, Westchester, Buffalo, all of New York State. What do we want?
New York for all.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
New York for all.
When do we want it?
Now.
Thank you so much, everyone.
New York for all!
New York for all.
All right, now we're gonna do some quick chanting. Can I have our lead chanters come up real quick?
Okay, inspired by our last speaker, we're gonna redo that last one a couple times. What do we want?
New York for all.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
New York for
When do
all.
we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
New York for
When do
all.
we want it?
Now.
Melt ice, shut it down in every city and every town. Melt ice, shut it down in every city and every town. Melt ice, shut it down in every city and every town. Melt ice, shut it down in every city and every town. What do we want? When do we
Estamos
want
aquí
it?
desde la oficina de la gobernadora Kathy Hochul en Manhattan, en el 919 de la Tercera Avenida en Manhattan.
Up with liberation. Down, down with deportation. Up with liberation. Down, down with deportation. Up with liberation. Down, with deportation. Melt ice, shut it down in every city and every town. Melt ice, shut it down every city and every town. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna do that.
All right, thank you. All right. Okay, up next we have Yulin Nu, former assembly member and WFP endorsed candidate.
So we have a 3-year-old now holding one of the signs that says, New York deserves dignity, not detention. Wow.
She's so cute. So I have a daughter. She's only 16 months old.
Oh,
And you know, when I had her, my mom was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like I'm watching my baby have a baby, and it's really
Aw.
amazing." And I'm remembering that my parents actually immigrated to this country when I was only 6 months old.
Oh,
So I'm an immigrant. I feel like it's so important right now to talk about our immigration story. Everybody's immigration story is different, and I think that it's important that this country realize that its entire history as a stolen land is built on the backs of immigrant stories. And so I think it's so important for us to make sure that our governor knows that she has a choice. Right now it's a choice between fighting for immigrants and fighting for New Yorkers and fighting for all of our neighbors, or collaborating and coordinating with ICE. This is why we must pass our package. This is why we must have dignity, not detention. This is why we must have New York for all. It's not just fair or just, it's also the American thing to do.
Exactly.
And we need to make sure that we are fighting for our neighbors right now.
That's right. Fight for our neighbors.
That's right. When I was elected into the New York State Assembly, this was in 2016, it was actually the same year that Donald Trump was elected. We got elected the same day.
ella fue elegida el mismo día que
We
Donald Trump fue
knew that we
elegido.
needed the political will.
Nosotros sabemos que necesitamos
fight
el
back.
poder allá en la
And as a
política
state,
para pelear.
We knew that there were things that he was going to come for. He was coming for women's rights.
Y también sabíamos
He was coming
que
for our
cuando él
bodies.
llegara, cuando
And
Donald Trump llegara al poder,
that's
iba a
true.
venir para
And our state
atacar
actually
nuestros
then, in
nuestros
2019,
derechos.
once we were able to get rid of the IDC, actually passed to codify Roe v. Wade into our state law. We can do this now. We can fight for the things that will protect our citizens now. We can also fight to make sure that we are protecting all New Yorkers right now. We have to make sure that we have the political will. The way we did it before was to make sure that we elected people that had the political will to push things forward. Right now, we must do the same. We need to make sure that we have the political will to pass New York for all. Our governor must stand up against this president and must make sure that we are protecting our people here in New York right now.
Right now.
Protect our people right now. It's imperative. It's imperative that she see that this is her choice. Her choice to stand up, her moment to stand up, and to make sure that we pass these bills. Thank you so much. Thank you for standing here today. Thank you to the organizers today, because we would not all be here if not for them. So thank you so much.
Stand up for New York. Stand up for New York.
Stand up for New York. Stand up for New York. Woo! All right. Up next, we have Eli Northrup from JFred and a public defender.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Eli Northrup. I'm running for state assembly in the Upper West Side and Morningside Heights. I love this city. I love New York, and I love it
Excuse me.
because of its
I can
diversity.
see. I can see.
That is the strength of this city. That is the strength of our state. And we are gathered here today because as a state, we are failing. We are failing each other. We are failing our immigrant neighbors. We need to be protecting each other. I'm also Jewish. I'm here as a representative of JFred. The story of Jewish New Yorkers is a story of immigration in New York City. It's a story of being welcomed and protected. And the Torah tells us to welcome strangers and to respect their rights. We were once strangers in Egypt. And in our faith, we are instructed to treat strangers as we treat ourselves. As Jewish New Yorkers, we know that our safety and our solidarity is bound up with the faiths of other backgrounds, and we must fight together, and we must defend each other.
That's right.
And that's what I've done throughout my career. I work as a public defender. And that means that every time I meet somebody for the first time in court, one of the first questions that I have to ask them is, what country are you from? What's your immigration status? Because in this fucked up world, a discrepancy in immigration status can lead somebody to be locked up, detained, deported. It's a shame. The threat to immigrant New Yorkers has always been real. This isn't something new, and many of us here have been traveling to Albany for years to advocate for New York for all, and for dignity for not detention, and for a statewide right to counsel. But we're at a different level right now. In Morningside Heights, where I live, just 3 weeks ago, ICE came into a Columbia student building and abducted a student, Eliagayeva. In Buffalo, Border Patrol agents left Nurul Amin Shah Alam, a Rohingya refugee who was nearly blind, who couldn't walk well, didn't speak English, at a closed donut shop in the middle of the night, in frigid weather. This man had spent a year in jail without being charged with any crime, and he was left to freeze to death. The abject cruelty, the shame. ICE is operating in our city and state, and if we don't act, we are compliant, Governor Hochul. We need New York for all. We need it now. No more delay, no more politics. We must protect each other. Thank you.